when there were forests and so forth. So these are the challenges which are there, which could have been solved. But again, I zero on the budget. We don't have really a budget. And we think, honorable colleague, who know our predicament well, if we can insist that there should be a budget so that the planning can have meaning. Because you cannot plan without a budget. So that is a challenge we have. Number two, there has been tremendous drop of global support, money, international support towards our humanitarian agencies' support has tremendously dropped really to a level which is perhaps previously, if you go back about 5 years back, today what our country agencies work in our countries get, including UNHCR and so forth, is only about 20% of what they used to get 5 years ago, when the calamities were less, when there were even less refugees. Today, there are more refugees, there are more calamities, the environment has become more, vicious, and a lot of this, and the resources have dwindled. This should have been answered clearly with Bruno, but he was closing around. He didn't want to annoy his appointing authorities. So, I mean, this is the situation, the actual situation on the ground. I think I'm not going to labor on that. We have elaborate program on disasters. Early warning systems, we have tried in theory, but it's all manual system of information, but which cannot work. We have prepared, we have got in plan, disaster risk management plan, comprehensive disaster risk management plan for the country, which needed funding, and we need about $234 million equivalent to equip and also enhance all those early warning systems and response capabilities. It is not funded because of lack of funding. So really, that's something I wanted to call donors to come and support us, because our own budget as a government is a bit lean. We have challenges with our budget. We cannot raise that amount of funding to meet those challenges of having in place a disaster risk management plan, which the MTN chief executive raised, that why don't we have early warning? Yes, we have prepared, it is all there and prepared, but then it must be actualized. Finally, let me give my small speech. I'm sorry for laboring on this because there was a lot of misinformation here, which I thought I should correct. A lot of misinformation. It's better we deal with facts. Briefly, I really want to thank the Red Cross. I want to thank them. They have really been our real partners. They have been our partners in addressing the humanity. It gives me great pleasure to be part of this celebration of 60 years of Uganda Red Cross Society serving humanity in Uganda. Government of Uganda can't work in isolation in addressing humanitarian challenges. There is need for multi-sectoral involvement to strengthen, sustain the level of preparedness, response, and mitigation. That's why we applaud Uganda Red Cross Society. For the 60 years they have been serving and continue to serve humanity in Uganda, and also thank the Red Cross world in general. Uganda Red Cross Society performs an auxiliary supporting role to the government of Uganda and remains a partner of choice in serving lives, building resilient communities, promoting human dignity through delivering timely, quality, and sustainable humanitarian assistance. It is important to note that humanitarian crises are on the rise globally and locally. This is clear because already it is globally seen even in those countries around the world. You find hurricanes, increasing hurricanes, destroying and so on. I mean, the environment has changed, and therefore climatic change is really causing devastation globally. The prudent way would be really, how can we not, all governments all over the world should address global change, make it an agenda to restore the environment and ensure that again there is some equilibrium in ecosystems such as threats to that are causing threat to humankind and animals, and the environment, such as climate change related, such as you have seen, if you have been following in the news, what is happening, landslides and so all that, and therefore killing people, and we are losing lives and so forth. Climate change related natural disasters, including flood, epidemics such as mutating might be cope with life, whereas human beings are not that resilience in the resilience of those mechanisms. They mutate and change and so on, and therefore causing now new phenomena of diseases and challenges, epidemics. There are also, as a result of all this, sometimes massive starvation in places, hunger and death